every time you press tab, ignore, like, don't even look at this shit right here. What you should be looking up is here, here, and then here, and here. Hello, hello, there we go, it's working. Does this work? That does not work. Bro, what happened to all my settings? What the flip, dude?
I've got a grenade
Okay, now it works. Yippee!
that says other. It can walk.
I gotta fix my video settings too, I think. Hold on. Please let me be able to clip. I guess I'll fix it in game.
All over my turf? I've got a grenade that says other.
Okay, we are back. Wait, I need classical music again. Classical, relaxing, calming. There we go. W. Okay. So you have
Well,
Raise Unbind, but it's alt tabbed.
yeah, you guys are Max. Hello?
Hello,
She.
hello,
Yeah, cool.
hello, hello.
Hello, man. Hello.
Alright, let's go. Are we
Hello, guys.
are we clean London servers? Cause who are these guys, bro?
It's EU. I'm guessing it's EU. Alright, let's see some EU gameplay.
Weapon here.
Okay.
I want to say something. Do I have draw? No, I don't. Draw. Draw on Chrome. Draw on page. Why is this so bright? Ew. Ah, that hurts my eyes. Okay. Alright, let's go over this. That's a big ass brush, bro. What the flip? Okay. Line. Let's make it right here. Okay, should be fine. Yep, there we go. Alright, so if you're playing Raise Bind, I know you're having like a bit of what the flip is this? So you're having a bit of an issue like with setting and stuff, but a bit of an autopilot here. If you're playing Raise Bind, it's better to play on A. So even on pistol rounds, you can like have setups. The best the best comp player for every map has a setup on defense that they put their team on that works consistently. So something you can like realize that if you're ever playing Raze, you can ask your cipher if you have a cipher to put a trip like this, like that covers the entrance of hookah. You can maybe get I think you can switch with Thurna here. Switch Reina and you go A. And then off this trip, if they're going B, nade through TP and have your other two players crunch this area. That is a very powerful thing that like it's a commonplace default thing that people in like Radiant Elo do. Putting Raze on A, TPing off the trip, crunching this area specifically, and it's even more powerful in lower Elos because they don't expect it as much. So that's one thing that I just want to point out here. On pistol, it's especially strong on pistol because if they go A, you have a three stack, and if they go B, you're already like already there, able to eliminate them or give them a hard time. So on pistols or just generally on raise, unless you have a read or like you're doing something specific, you should be playing over towards A. You'll have more value throwing your util through TP for info and shit, than you will sitting on B here. And I guess I'll go through it for a bit.
They flashed.
Wait, did you not buy any? Bro bought a whole.
Spike
He's
planted.
especially strong on pistol though.
Last player standing.
Oh, I'm slow right now. I need to wake up.
Yeah, looks like you're asleep. It's fine.
I need water, bro.
They're still ringing. There.
Okay, back home.
Another bit of an autopilot. Um, I need to make like a book, bro. There's like certain things that you do every single time that you have to do. So if you're gonna lose pistol, if you lose pistol and this is the scoreline, you need to stack a site or push something as a team. You can't have this 3-2 setup because you don't have the guns to do that. You don't have the guns to defend with just four of them pushing you on a two-man site or a three-man or five of them pushing you on a 2/3-man site. So ideally, you would call for a team play or a team fight or a team stack, something that gives you the advantage. I would call for here, for this round specifically, I would call for a silent stack on A, all five of us. And the goal of this round here, when it's 0-1, is not to win. Winning is just a bonus. The goal is to ruin their eco and make sure you have better guns than them in the next round. So it's like a minimum basic that you're supposed to lose this round based on just the eco advantage or the gun advantage. So it's not a bad idea. It's actually a very good idea to do something like unexpected or conventionally stupid to give yourself that advantage in some other way. So five stack A here. Five stack A. You could five stack B as well, but I'd like to five stack A instead because I feel like most teams go the same site they do as pistol, so I'm guessing they're gonna go A again. I don't know. It's 50-50 at this point. You have nothing to go off based on reason shit, but just do something as a team. Five stack A or like I don't know, fight. You could like fight showers. You could fight short. You could like ego peek aggressively for info. But this setup right here, when the score is this, it's big no-no. VOD review again? Yes, sir. Oh shit, I forgot. Am I streaming on YouTube? I need to see my YouTube stream. Alright, okay. A bit of an intermission while I figure out what's happening on YouTube. Um, so I have a plugin for OBS that like dual stream automatically, but I didn't realize that. And yes, I think I am streaming on YouTube. Am I not live? Oh, I'm not live. Am I? It says I am. Oh, I have to click the go live button, I think, something like that. Um, um, it says it's gaming. Yeah, I'm not live, but I don't know how to go live. That's fine. Is it fine? I don't think it's fine. Connect streaming software to go live. The streaming software is connected. Modify. Hopefully my brain will survive at least 3 minutes. You're good, dude. You'll be fine. Yeah, no, I can't figure out the YouTube thing, so I'm just gonna wing it on Twitch only today. What is bro doing? What is this? You're going left and right. This is autopilot at its finest, bro. So yeah, they went A, and there's no chance you win this round at all.
Okay.
Your Gecko's not even playing with the other person on site.
Maybe fake.
I like this. I like that
Yeah.
your team is like going for this little pinch here,
No, they get.
since it is an eco, and like
Never mind.
these are the things you're supposed to do on this type of round.
Oh, how does he know?
But it just wasn't communicated or coordinated.
Spike planted.
Careful, Vandal, Yuho.
There.
Blood installed bot only for that? For what?
I don't know.
I could smoke spike.
Or rank is this guy? He was Diamond 2 at the time of this VOD,
Oh,
but
okay.
he's a Senate 1 now.
Last
Apparently.
player standing.
That's what he told
You
me.
smoke one.
No, good eco damage.
I should have just saved the Bulldog. Actually, no.
Oh, for the left to right, yeah.
Charges. Check.
Good eco damage.
Nowhere in sight.
Hey man, stop autopiloting. What the flip, dude? Okay, if you're buying Judge, I like this play, but Raze, go A. Raze should be A. Raze should be A. That's like a default thing. But in this specific case where you're buying a Judge, this is good. Raze B is good. I like the hookah Judge play. Although, I
Not bad.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
we need a lesson on how to duelist on defense.
No peeking.
Let's take a pause right here. So, okay, let's just list it out. Let's go over the DD, the duelist or defense duelist, defense duelist. Step 1, you find an initiator. Find your pocket initiator. So your pocket initiator, there's this great wall of China between you two. I don't know why he's starting heaven, but he's all the way over there. And there's also like a separation between the Reina and him, so like it's just no teamwork. There's no connection here. So your first step is to find him. He's for some reason sitting heaven. Wait, am I able? Why can't I delete? Oh, it's no, it's not that. Whatever. Not whatever. I need to learn how to erase shit, bro. How do I erase? Hello? Hello? Is there no erase button? This is just highlight. This is whatever this is. Yeah, I'm lost. GG. Draw on page Chrome. Yeah, so I guess I'll use this one because I'm so lost. And delete everything. Oh, this one's a lot better. There we go. Yeah, this one's a lot better because it has the eraser tool as well. Okay. So DD1 initiator. You find your initiator, your pocket initiator, and then you talk to him. So step 2, make him your slave. Make this guy your slave. I don't think I can say that, but I already said it. So on defense, as a duelist, no matter what duelist you are, you have to contest neutral space. And what neutral space is, so at the start of the round there's these barriers. So these are the defense barriers right here. And you also have barriers. So I'm gonna do right here, right here. So you have the defender space, You have the attacker space, and then you have what's called a neutral space. So like I'd draw a line further because um so I said showers is like up to here because each side can get to this area quicker. But I'll just make it more simplistic. So this is the neutral space that I'll be talking about, and then this it's a lot more nuanced than this, but this is just a general overview. And then I guess here. All right, so as a duelist, you have to at least contest neutral space. You can't just you have a judge, so your play here is fine. But if you're making a play where you want to sit in U-Haul with the judge, you have to coordinate your teammates to do something for you. So right now, the extent of your space is here, like right here. Where is it? Your Reyna pushes out but dies right away. But at the beginning of the round, the extent of your space is locked off to here. This is all the space you have, which is horrible on defense. What's up, Granny Stos? Your Reyna half did the right thing by trying to fight for showers, but he just did it alone. But as a duelist, you gotta contest. So pick a spot. You have zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4. Pick one area, fight for it with your initiator. You don't have to fight for it, you just gotta contest it. So the point of defending, there's a bunch of phases. There's like um phase 1, which is like the start of the round, where this is more pro play based, but phase 1 was to start where you're just like probing for info. And then after that info, you can like mid round, and phase 2 is like everything stalls. So after the initial probe for info, either one of the teams stalls, either the defense like stops. It's like a time stop. So after the initial info, everyone is just thinking of what to do. So they're stalled in either their positions or the amount of utility they're using until another reaction. So this stall phase is a period where you react to pressure or util. And then again, there's it's a lot more nuanced than this, but this is like a general thing. The explode phase where they actually execute onto site. Um, so at phase 1 right here, the only the only team doing it right now is this team. Like the enemy team is the only one probing for info. You are not. Your team is all the way back in their defender space, so you're not probing for info, and that is an important thing to do, especially on defense, because the attackers have an innate advantage in terms of you guys being split up 2-3. So the attackers can just like go 5-man site, and then you'd have to rotate over. So you need to start probing for info. I'm not going to go into the other things because they're kind of irrelevant here. But the main point I want to try to get into here is, so if Reyna wanted to take the showers fight, he'd ask for Gecko to flash for him so he can like contest the space. And then if it's too hard to hold, like if they're util dumping you, then you can just get out. But the point is to bait out that util, so at the start of the round they have to use that util every single round, so they don't have it for the post plant. So imagine a scenario where there's like a so let's say Gecko, right? Imagine a scenario where they have a Gecko. This Gecko is not blinding, this Gecko is not wingmanning or mollying until he gets up to, let's say, here. At that point, you're going to have to deal with all that util at this point rather than back here. Gecko's a bad example. He can take back his util, but again, then you go into the stall phase where he has to wait for his util to come back. That's just too complex here though. So if you had a if Reyna had fought with your gecko here, their gecko would have had to use his util at this point. So then the timer would be like on your side at that point. Whereas if you guys are starting back here, not making them use any util, then they have that util to push you off the site or take site. So the main idea here is just to fight for either of these zones, like communicate with your team on what you want to fight and ask them to help you. Like you don't have to like full on hard fight it. So an example I'd give is on Reyna, when I'm on Reyna, I just run it down showers right side and ask my gecko to blind and blind with the gecko blind, try to get one and then E out. So then it's a 5v4 and it's easier on us. But you need to start doing things like that because even if they're not there, then you have the info that they're not there, so you can like. It's all about space. So what did I use? I used red. No, I used blue. It's all about space. So if I had pushed out, no, I used purple. So if this Reyna had pushed out and gotten control of this space without anyone like being there, then you'd have them locked in this area of the map. Like you'd have a better read of where they're gonna go. Whereas what it currently is, there's less info and then it's harder because this Reyna dies instantly and now there's only one person on site. Like you guys are not playing as a team. Learn to play as a team more and like coordinate your team. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Ranked isn't just being good at the game. You have to babysit your teammates. So if the first step is noticing something is wrong, and then the second step is amending what's wrong. But get into the habit of noticing that there is something wrong here. So I know I went on a rant and made a lot of drawings, but this right here is wrong. Like this should not be how you start out around. You can like talk to your team to like coordinate them to do something together rather than like if you have a play with a judge and hookah, that's fine, but at least try to tell your gecko to go help your Reyna or like ask, yo, are we fighting for showers? And then this gecko can like be implied or be subliminally imposed to fight with the Reyna just by asking. Because the problem you're going to run into here is that this Reyna dies, and now they have the entirety of A site for free, and you're not going to know if someone's lurking up here or someone's lurking up here because you're just going to give up the space by running away. Whereas if you had asked your gecko to fight with the Reyna, you get this kill, and then you have this space, and then you're less pressured to rotate over to there because if someone died. A death on defense is very advantageous for the attackers. This could have been prevented by you with communication. It's not all about just like playing your own game and hoping for the best. There are certain things you can say or ask your team to do that can help you win more. So like the moment that Reyna died, two of you start running over because you're pressured to go to that side because of his death. Also, ideally, you wouldn't be stacking the Sentinel site, but I'm not totally against it since you were judging in hookah.
Steps B.
Yeah, then you're going B.
It's like they use that against you. The fact that a single pick pulled two rotators over, they probably heard it. There was probably a lurk outside hookah or something.
Planting B.
Sorry, I might share.
Both of them there.
Enemy remaining. My ult's not ready. Ground.
Yeah, then you're going B.
Out B, out B.
Go get him. Grenade! Jet's
Oh,
grounded.
nice. Planting B.
Spike planted.
Flashing. Both of them there.
Enemy remaining.
Long.
My ult's not ready.
In garden.
Nice. The big guys.
Now we're talking. Don't jinx it though. I knew.
Nice. No problem. Here. Wait, let me see what ranks this guy's. I was playing against Ascendants my last game. Everyone is Diamond 3 except for me. Let's go. I'm just kind of terrified.
A steps. Reyna is A steps.
Dizzy's up top.
Could be going back.
See nothing, Hiko.
I think long. For long. Very long.
How many long?
Only one, I think.
Okay, I'm coming
Not
back.
sure.
I'm coming back here. Hold on. Do you have flash?
Yeah, I do. I can flash in 3, 2.
Flash now. Nice spike. Spike on us.
Spike down B. Bomb buddy out.
Coming out. Limpy.
Mosh pit.
What? I
I'm gonna
didn't mean
TP.
to do
It's
that.
fine. We'll play retake.
Rash is ready.
I'm gonna flank them. Good kill.
Let's go TP. The flash. Standing.
30 seconds left.
Do we know where Jet is?
I can ult. Ult him.
Jet
I got
TP.
Reyna.
Jet TP.
Satchel out.
Jet's AFK.
Satchel out. 10 seconds left. Spike planted. Grenade. One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna defuse. Someone else get him. I'm gonna get my ult
Maybe
in.
don't get. Maybe don't.
Be quick, be quick.
They won't get.
Alright, we need to get as many rounds as we can and quickly since Jay is gone.
Yeah.
So just like lock in. At least till she gets back. I said
If she doesn't get back, it's good.
at least. I'm just saying what I'm trying to say.
Shot.
Your cam is on, right? Is your cam on? Okay.
I think. You know.
Too long. I'm leaving. I'm going over. Gecko and Cypher long.
If you want to. We can go TP. I have flash.
No. Let's say.
It's fine. I have all here. You can let them go on site, and I cannot.
I got no trips, I got nothing.
Garden.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. Last along. I'm being botted.
Ah, he's on it.
I know.
A side.
Is he planting?
Last time he was.
30
Hey, lobby.
seconds left.
So I don't know.
Who TP'd? Oh, close.
Reyna.
Careful. Coming.
Hookah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good. No, well played. Alright. Okay, just back. It's fine. They have a ton of ult here. They're probably gonna go for a quick rush. I'm gonna play A. Someone go B instead. I'm gonna play a judge here. Gecko, could you go B please?
yeah, I can.
Thank you.
Or maybe. No.
Bro, okay. Flip, man. How long has it been? Oh, that's flipped. That's flipped. No, my mic. Okay, so here's the thing. My chair, my chair, my mic, my chair, my mic. X like it, but whatever. I forgot what I said. I gotta check my no, I don't. It's whatever. 35 minutes no sound. No, there was sound at one point. It was like 10 to 15 minutes ago. I think this happened because I was moving around in my chair. Anyways, well, as I was saying, I like that you called out they have alts, but try to further that by determining what alts they have. Like these two aren't indicative of pushing, like these three at all. They're not indicative of pushing a certain site, but this Gecko specifically, it's really good for going through U-Haul. So even though you're judging in U-Haul, I'd prefer that you not play U-Haul. Maybe like I don't know. Because you have a judge, you have to play somewhere close. But I wouldn't recommend buying a judge at all, specifically on this round. I'd play somewhere like where it's hard to have this Gecko ult have access to you, so like top truck maybe. But noticing what their alts are good for, so like the Gecko ult being good for going into U-Haul would will help a lot in specific like scenarios where you want to guess where they're pushing. So ideally, they should push A with the Gecko ult through U-Haul, but again, you don't like in certain elos they don't necessarily realize that, so it's hard to decipher. You just gotta go on it,
Yeah,
go
Gecko
go
money, eh?
on a case by case
Okay.
basis.
There was one. There was one.
Yeah, pushing out.
Monster on the loose.
So that is indeed what they did.
Oh, no.
Nice, good trade. Oh, bro, wait. You're better than that. Come on now.
But again, the main issue isn't even that. It's just
Down A.
nobody is contesting neutral space.
All three short,
Y'all
all
are
three short, one
just
hole.
y'all are
Right
just
hole.
like sitting
Last
back,
short.
having a good time on your sites.
You have wingman, you have
Player
wingman.
standing.
Ooh, that jet just like sat everyone down.
Behind you.
Back.
Empty.
Nice.
Lincoln, are you taking this game like really, really seriously right now? No. Listen, no, I'm just asking. Are you?
Are you talking to your duo?
Don't just calm down. I promise you, when you're actually not taking the game seriously, you play better. So just like you can take
That's
this shit
true
at the
in
back
some
of your head,
scenarios,
just,
but
just chill, okay? You can,
if you're not dialed in and you're on autopilot,
Alright,
it's not.
sweet. It's fine. You're good.
Again, part like 60. This is all the space you have at the beginning of the like. What is this? You're giving. You guys are giving this entire part of the map. It's a team play thing. I'd be surprised if you win this game. I'd genuinely be surprised if you win this game, the other team is like absolute dog shit. Because as a team, you guys are not playing correctly at all.
I will find you.
You have no info at all.
Kill that Omen.
Get out of my way.
Okay. Pushing gate.
This little action is good. Like this is one thing that you haven't been doing that you did this round. That's really good. Like even just jump jiggling for info on like a contested spot is really good. So do a lot more of that. Because otherwise,
Careful heaven. Emma's gonna be heaven.
how are they getting these skills?
Oh, he's. Never mind. I'm not. Oh my god.
Bro, they are
I can hold them
ass.
instead.
Hold this.
They are
What?
ass.
Sky doodle one.
Flashing. Come on.
Just play
Yeah,
to
maybe hookah.
their
Satchel
retake.
over that trip. No.
Bomb buddy out. One enemy
Yeah,
remaining.
his limbs. Limbs.
We had a good
Down
flank.
A.
Yeah. Ah, in the corner.
Personally, I would ult him, but this is Diamond, so I don't think he wins.
Nice.
Just here with okay.
One
Blah.
flash in. Come on.
In this
Play it,
in
play
this
it.
case, the only scenario where it wouldn't be better to use the movement util to go over the trip is if there's been someone watching that previous rounds. But it's if that hasn't happened, it's always better to use the movement util to go over the trip because they're gonna hear the trip break regardless. The best case scenario is that you use the movement util and they don't hear it. If they hear it, so what? They're gonna hear the trip break regardless. Like you lose nothing. It's all gain if you use the movement util.
Play to play retake.
That's just
Could be.
that's just one like
This one.
very specific thing though.
Take a note.
And again, we run into the same problem. I don't know how they're like losing to it, but you guys are not taking any space whatsoever, and like, I guess they haven't realized. But this is not how you should be playing the game. I will reiterate for the 500th time.
Hey. Take a note.
And try to learn to play off your teammates. So if your gecko's holding this angle, you shouldn't be holding this angle. You should be like trying to peek off of him and then back off. He's put himself in a very bad spot, but optimizing that very bad spot for your own like benefit will help you win more rounds. So like there's no way he can... who does that? As Gecko, who plays in that area? That's so funny. There's no escape. You're literally like you're the moment they peek this guy is dead. But just to like optimize this scenario here where your Gecko is being an idiot, uh you could like play a bit like okay, so like right here outside of U-Haul, the moment he makes contact, swing, maybe get a kill, and then get out and play retake with your ult or like help your Reyna. But you're right now you're like not playing as a team at all. You're all making solo individual plays.
1 second.
Your Reyna is in a
Yeah,
position to
I'm dead.
like he just dies there with no value, no impact, no whatever. And I don't hate that you like peaked, but
One
against
enemy
better
remaining.
players, you'd be dead there.
Bathroom, bathroom.
Show.
Like someone
I'm
would be
there.
watching you
If I'm
haul
gonna peek
while the
together.
push.
Lincoln, can you come? What are you doing? Okay, that's fine.
Like it was a good idea to peek.
Maybe
It just
Yeah, just don't be fine.
off his contact or earlier and then back off rather than 2 seconds after he died.
Fingers. Anyone have any splints?
Vandal.
My fingers.
And they have this Gecko ult again, so did they win that round? I don't know. If they won that round, they're gonna try doing it again. If they lost it, probably not, but just being aware of that is always good.
I'm going B.
Yeah, you can do that. I'll play A again.
Lesson number 5 on ranked. Use your team. Make them your slaves, like enslave them. Every single one of them. Every single one of them, these are targets for your like okay, that's a bit too much, but I guess the one good play that I'm thinking of is that you trip here and then you throw a nade through TP, but I'm thinking of whether it would be it wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea to put like a trip there and then nade through TP because by that point they already threw the trip. So the only good play, okay, so ways you could use Cypher. Have him put a trip there, you play A, nade off of it. Great way to use Gecko. Fight for control at the beginning of the round. Do something, fight for neutral space. Back off if you can't hold it. A way to use your Reyna. Use his flashes, like Ask. Yo, what did I tune into? Yo, what's up, Tempo? Hey man, I'm just trying to give some concrete coaching. It's like every single one of like you have this kit, right? You have this kit. This kit can be used for your team or for yourself, but you don't just have that. You have every other person on your team that has a kit that you can use if you want to. So you can ask for flashes from your Reyna, from your Gecko. You can ask for smokes from your Clove. Like make them your little slaves. Like tell them to do things for you so you can have a better chance of getting kills and winning the round. Um, the thing that made me say this was like the constant idea of having this trip hookah and then having you nade off of it is very strong. It's like it's free kills. It's literally free kills because the moment they hit this trip, you can nade and then TP. All of them are dead. Like you can just spam in a straight line and they're all dead, unless you whiff. But you know, you can have the perfect play and whiff, but at least it's the perfect play.
Careful right now.
I won't be.
Okay, come in.
Don't
Oh
be
yeah,
phone.
monster on the loose.
Get go OB, get go OB. Comms are a bit lacking, but
I go Kiko.
I love that out of you. I love that. W gameplay right here. I love that you're like flooding out of the smoke. That's what I was talking about. I've seen it so many times where there's a guy that sits in this like he's the rotator and he just sits in the smoke when his teammates are getting like butt fucked from every angle. So I appreciate that you did that. That's very good of you to do. Like instantly like not being scared to flood out of the smoke.
I go Kiko.
Good job.
Big ult.
Hookah at least.
I'm not a freak by the way.
One enemy remaining.
She.
Nice guys.
Nice.
Damn, you're popping off.
When I'm streaking my shot, I'm completely silent, like dead in the night.
What is bro yapping
Smokes
about?
here. You're rushing out.
I'm coming.
Come back. Oh shit.
Spike planted.
I don't know. It's the same issues.
On
I
them.
know exactly.
Jet
where
120.
There's no team play in your gameplay, but there's also no team play in everyone else's.
I'll take it.
And you're duo with Cypher? You should like. You should be like even more team play with your duo.
Last player standing.
One's there.
Like if we go back here.
I'm coming.
When I'm streaking my shot, I'm completely.
Are you talking about stroking your shit? I don't know. Let's just ignore that. Let's just ignore whatever you said. So one, you can talk to each other, but two, even if you don't talk to each other, you can play in a way where you're like actually playing together rather than playing like it's a single player game.
silent, like dead
So
in the night.
your Cypher has this line of sight, and you're holding this line of sight. What's the best way to explain this? So even if your Cypher is making a bad play, you can completely bait him. Like, I, I guess if he has a cage here, it's fine, but I still don't like that he's playing right here with his trips not even like for short where he can peek off through the cage. So if he's like holding this angle right here, like this is the angle that he's holding, that's his sight line. The moment these guys run into his crosshair, like right here, you'll see them on the map and they'll be focused. They'll be looking at this Cypher. They'll be all looking at the Cypher. So you can use that as your opportunity to peek and get free kills. Whereas right now, you're looking at this angle while he's looking at that angle. There's like it's like a single player game for both of you. There's no team play involved in this interaction right here, which is what I was trying to mention. But learn to play off of your your teammates' faults. You shouldn't be holding this. with the shorty, you should not be holding this. Like, you can back up and hold it later, but you should notice that your Cypher is right here. He's holding that angle. Pull out your Vandal, look at the wall, and then peek off of his contact, and then you can back off and play with your shorty and do your play. But just realizing that.
Smokes here. You're rushing out.
I'm coming.
Because look, they're all looking. You can see it on the map. This guy is looking both at the Cypher. If you had swung here, like off his contact, at least one of them is a free go, and then you're not in the situation where they just shit on you.
Come back. Oh shit.
It's like
Spike planted.
it's like the analogy that like Worthy uses in a different context. Of like cats. Like if you point a laser pointer at a
How
wall,
was the Omen peeking also?
a cat is gonna like just pounce on it, like follow it, no matter what. In the same way, you can use your Cypher as like the laser pointer, with the enemy team being cats, and like get free kills off of it.
I don't know, like, I would prefer going against harder people if it means I have a higher chance of having less brain dead teammates. I'm not queuing with plats where they can get killed themselves.
What the flip,
You
dude?
know? It's fine.
Bro, saying that on stream. See what I mean? You're one of the cats now. This Omen TP'd CT, it's like a laser pointer. Like there's a laser on the wall here, and like you're looking for it, and then this jet just swoops in and gets the kill off you while your like back is turned. Like him being able. Okay, this is a combination of you like misplaying it and then him like capitalizing on it. But ideally, you should be able to do what that jet is doing. He is dashing in off his Omen's TP because either way, either this Omen gets the kill. The way they did it is bad, but if he had like TP'd right into your face, like right here, like where we were looking, it would have been a guaranteed kill either way. So like using what just happened to you against them.
Be careful.
Right there.
Not 20. My
TP'd
ultimate
CT in the little
Spike
little
planted.
metal thing.
I'm getting caught off guard so much, it's annoying. Ho.
lose them.
Yeah, and then Jet comes down and kills me. This Jet needs to piss off her. If she's hitting us shots like that on
What did
like
they
trunk
feed?
and shit, it's gonna be so annoying.
Same thing. This is
Yeah.
bad coaching for me because if I'm seeing the
Like,
same
move on.
mistake, I'm like not noticing other mistakes that could also comment on. Because right now, the one thing in my head is that you guys are not taking
That's a ton of
any space. I guess it's a common misconception that on defense you shouldn't be peeking. Is that a common misconception? Yes, it is. A lot of people
Come
do
here,
say
come
that
here. I'm very low.
it's defense. Just sit back and say you don't push, don't do
One
anything.
person come here, please.
That's wrong.
Yeah, hey.
They're going.
You have to fight
Yeah,
on
yeah.
defense
Do
to
it,
have a
Alex.
better chance of winning the round
No,
because
do
you're
it,
at a
do it.
natural disadvantage because you're split up, whereas the enemy
Yes.
team is not, unless they're defaulting, which then you can sit back and wait for them. I don't see pro
Good
level
thing, eh?
defaults in comp though.
All of them.
Planted.
Nice. One.
Alright,
Mark,
I was yapping, so I didn't realize what happened here.
They're going.
So you got the kill.
Yeah. 2A, at least.
No, the two of them. Nice.
Reyna got the kill. Boom bot.
Planting A.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
All of them. A, all
That's
of
not the
them A.
worst thing.
Nice. One
Bathroom.
shot. Shot in.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Yo, you just juked that
Nice.
shit.
Good shot. Go.
Jump,
Shoo.
break down.
Go. Defuse.
Still in sight.
Nice, well played.
That was a good retake.
Someone defuse, I'll grab back.
Wait.
You're alone.
Bro went AFK. What the flip, dude?
Tech, wait.
Did you get your little brother to get on? Wait, bro just
30 seconds left.
bro just changed ages. He just went back in time and became a little version of himself.
Chop chop.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, what's up?
That's funny.
How many rounds did we lose? 2, right? That's fine. We should be like snowball winning. Bro, one thing that pisses me off about my parents is that they can't do the simplest shit. Why am I being called so I can help create a flipping Netflix membership?
Hey man,
Where are we going?
I'm not a certified therapist, but it seems like you have a bit of a
Lincoln, are you disabled?
priority issue.
Why did you TP?
I guess Valorant Elo is very important. It's very high up there on my my list as well.
Loading there.
Like who cares if someone got in a car accident? You know, like
One god.
I need my Elo. Don't call me to go pick them up or something. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Nice. Give one seat. Please give him one thing.
Both tourists on B.
A very odd round. I don't know what to say. Like that was just odd all around.
Can we go long together, please? You can do the lurking if you want.
New one,
Similar to what I said on defense. What the flip? Wait, that's fire. This guy's a nerd. That's fire. Okay, but okay. You're giving way too much respect to a single one way. I guess you could wait for it to go down, but the amount of respect all of you just gave that one smoke is insane. You see, you gotta take notes from this guy right here. So he one way, so now you gotta use. So you already used this. You exchange utils. You used that. He used that one way. You use the boom bot.
Bomb buddy out.
Any other util he get out of you? Got the blind.
Oh, I'm low.
Ideally, your Gecko should be blinding into garden here. I guess not.
Hey, Jet to Geeko. Away.
Maybe. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. It's
All three on
I don't know, man. They're not. No one plays. No one plays the game that the way I expect them to.
I'm gonna get aggressive because I'm 5 HP.
Spike's ticking. Thanks, little man. My camera is destroyed.
Nice.
Destroyed.
Even me, bro. Like while I'm playing the game,
Flashing.
like there's so many things I noticed that
One enemy remaining.
Don't flash.
Flank, 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 flank.
are in a VOD review. Like if I'm VOD reviewing myself, there's a lot of things I notice in terms of teamwork or just solo play
Good shit.
that are so low level.
Well played. Well done, Lincoln. I'm really happy you did that.
A huevo. Nice.
But I don't notice it in the game,
that's
either
not
because
good.
I just gave up or like I don't know, there's a mental block or something. I don't know.
I have ult.
Like the fact that
Yeah, off
if
and
I'm
off.
Sentinel and I play the same site 10 rounds in a row and they don't go that site, I don't think of changing it up and going like the other site. Some games I do, some games I don't,
Well,
but
maybe staying on the go then. After.
a lot of the times I just sit on site doing nothing and then I'm useless the entire defense half because they never pushed me. And I go like 5 and 12 because
We're quiet. Let's get.
That's
close,
how the game
close,
is.
close, close. Hold on. Shush, shush, shush. Careful, might be playing judge in there. I said hold on.
Spike down B.
yeah, you're right. But also you guys are giving this Omen way too much respect. There's no way. It, you have two options here. So if you get stalled, like they're doing what you were supposed to be doing. They're fighting for this neutral space here, like this area right here, by with this one way. Not really fighting for it, but like trying to scare you off. There's two options here. One, you could wait the smoke, or two, you can fight past it. Fight past it. Fighting past it would require using util, so I like that you called to just wait, since you wouldn't have to use that util, and then you can use that util like when the one way is gone. But this gecko had a different idea. So to like sort of please him, I'd say let's wait the one way and then fight after. But you can't really control people, so it's difficult. You should at least condition though. Condition. So like if he's doing this one way every single round and you guys are actually waiting it out every single round, and that puts it in his head that like his one way is like a sage wall. So he's gonna keep doing that one way. Whereas if you like blast through here with like util with a gecko blind and like a boombot or you satcheling in with the gecko blind, it'll make him give up the one way, and you'll get deeper control of long because of it, like faster. Sorry I'm so late. You're good, bro. No worries. I didn't give you a set time. The VOD will be available for you to watch.
Careful, might be playing judge in there.
I'll give a summary after
I said hold.
after the round is over or the game is over. And there's nothing much to be done. No teamwork. No
Spike
teamwork.
down B.
Main issue.
Then get
Actually, I'll do it right now. I'll post a VOD so you can like watch from the beginning if you want to. Give me a second. I published it. You should be able to go to like my home screen, click on the like question mark thumbnail, and then see from the beginning. There's a bit of it where like my mic DC'd, so sorry about that, but I don't know where it DC'd from, so just like skip to the next spot. There's a bit of an there's a bit of an autopilot issue here. And on defense, it's always good to have a direct. What do you say about question mark? So if you go to my home, Twitch, and then click videos, you'll see a thumbnail with a question mark, and if you click that, you'll be able to watch this VOD from the beginning, even while I'm live streaming. If you want to like go watch it from the beginning, but there's a bit of a moment where like my mic DC'd for like 10 to 15ish minutes, so you can just like skip that part. I didn't know where it DC'd, so I wasn't able to like go back and fix it, but it'll be okay. I'll like give a summary of what I've noticed at the end. But onto the this round here. There's a bit of an autopiloting issue where there's no directive at the beginning of the round. Like you don't really have an idea of what you want to do. You're kind of just like going by the waves, like just playing the game to play the game. So I'm guessing what you want to do since you bought this judge is satchel into U-Haul. But again, the thing about like making your teammates your slaves, you do have this kit, but you also have the kits of your teammates. So right now your Gecko has ult. Make him like your little entry slave here. Just ask him to ult into U-Haul for you, and you can satchel in with the ult, and it's free kills. It's literally just free kills. Just realize a lot more about like what your teammates can do for you. Now, along with that, you could also like realize what you can do for them, but the thing with that is your teammates might not really know what you can do for them. So like, hey, here's what I'd say. So it's not a solo game. Although you are, although like comp is such a weird experience because you get like such like weird teammates. It's like RNG whether you get good teammates or bad teammates. Even if you get bad teammates, you can still use them unless like they're being toxic, where then it's just unlucky. But like right here, nobody's being toxic. Just so you're at a point in this game where you can use any of these four people. So the person I'd use here is Gecko to ult me into U-Haul. But you could also maybe use Clove by telling them to run in right side while I'm satcheling in U-Haul. That way you don't have to worry about your right side because they'd be shooting at them because she has ult, so she, or they have ult, so they wouldn't like there's no
That is
negative
so
of them
creepy.
dying.
Usually puts his strips.
Your enemies won't know what they're doing if you don't know what you're doing.
Right there.
Okay.
Reload.
Alright, can we execute? Gecko flash. Gecko flash.
I like that. So stuff like that, like just making use of his skit, that was good. Just
I got Jet. City.
Bro.
what I was talking about, you did right there exactly. You asked for the flash and then you played with it.
City.
You have all Clove. It's important you take first fight here. Omen was long. Gecko,
Do
Omen,
that
you're
a
not
lot
even-
more and you'll be like high ascendant in no
Nice.
time.
Last player standing.
Nice.
Nice.
Kind of went into I need to
I got
move
two
closer
more,
in
two
my
more,
head
okay.
thing, especially
These
after
guys are
everything
so
else.
daft,
When better
man.
I'll be more would I do that?
That was close.
Oh, so like
What do I have to tell them what to do? Holy shit.
yeah, you have to. It's like I've said it
Really?
so many times. You ranked isn't just being good at the game. You
Oh,
have to
I have a
babysit
five
your
up here right now.
teammates. If your initiator is not flashing out for you, tell them to flash out for you. It's that
I
simple.
don't like this game, but sure. Yo, Gecko, could you?
I get
take fight?
frustrated a lot too because
Okay, I can ult
I
him.
have to micromanage everyone, but that's how you win. If you truly want to win, you have
Can we
to
execute fast here?
tell them what to do if they're not doing their job.
Flashing. Might be flank.
Okay, that's scary. I wouldn't go for this. They're on eco. They're on eco. You don't want to give them a gun. They're better though.
Look sure.
I don't like that play, but good job killing two.
Play number.
One more flank, one more flank, one more flank.
Fine.
Oh,
Lippy.
in corner.
I'm umbrella.
Just
Lippy,
AFK
Lippy,
again.
Lippy.
What the flip? It's 3v1. 3v1. Go get him. Go get him.
Get him, wingman.
One enemy remaining.
74.
Last player standing.
Goku, why are you peeking that? Leave me alone. Hold on.
Ace.
Oh my
Deep
god,
breaths,
this guy's
deep
so
breaths.
stupid.
Deep breaths. All good.
Andale.
Think on, you could just run out. Put both of them together with me. Bro, you had the speedy think on, you could just run out.
Wait, do I have a delay? I might have a delay. I'll be honest.
Oh, nice.
Where is it? It's an advanced, right? Yeah, I have a 5-second delay.
Satchel out.
Whoops. Hold on.
Satchel out.
Okay, I don't. I don't hate this, but okay. Here's another thing. Mental is a very big thing in this game. So you just got through like a moment where your teammate did something very stupid, and I can tell that you're frustrated. All good, man. All good. They did it. It's over and done with. You said your piece. Now, what you need to do is come to terms with it and like take a deep breath and then reset. Because right now, you yelled at them, and then now there's like a hostile tension, I guess. And the way you're you're playing, the way you're playing is like you're just autopilot, no calm. Like it's like when that duelist, that Interlock Reina, gets mad at you, starts running it down and dying first right away. That's like the mentality you're in right now. Because what's it called? I don't hate that you satchel in for that fight. It's just that nothing is being said. Like there's no coordination, no team play involved right now. And when you die here, you get frustrated even more.
Should have asked him to flash for me.
A.
Hit jet. One time.
I'm starting to lose my mental.
You realize that as well, yeah.
I know exactly. Reload.
That's good. Awareness is the first step. After the awareness, it's the calming down.
Nice.
Wolf.
Pump and fan.
Holding.
There's one to the left. Omen to the left. Omen holes. Omen holes.
See, like
One enemy
Nice, nice.
the comms you're giving right now, the comms you're giving right now are really good. You should
Yeah.
continue to give them even if you're
Come back,
tilted.
come back. Nice.
I don't have a weapon.
The problem with the push was not the push itself, it was the
Side.
I'm
The
picking bomb.
silence
You shouldn't speak
with
this.
the
You can
push.
wallbang.
Last player standing.
Nice.
Nice.
Lincoln, I love you so much. Absolutely useless, Gekko.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Again, quiet. Do not peek for any reason. Just hold, okay? Punish them.
Okay, it hasn't happened yet, but let me just say something. Since you guys don't have like set plans at the beginning of the round, and it's not like that rank where you're able to make strats, um, I guess the best thing you could do is to learn to play off of what your team is doing. So I'm guessing the idea here, like it's all autopilot, like no one has said anything, but the idea here is a B split. So ideally, on a B split, if these guys are gonna go out hookah, you guys should already be out like at this point right here. Just simply to pinch this guy, like anyone in this area. So like they're pressured from both sides. So the problem I'm worried about right now is that these guys are out here. There's a guy guarding, and he fights them. You guys are just sitting behind the one way, and he like wins the round for them. Now that might not happen, but if you're choosing to wait this one way out, like it's not a bad idea to wait it out. But if you're choosing to wait it out, just be aware of what your timing and scaling is of your team. If they're going out hookah, you have to disrespect this one way and just like go through it no matter what. Because even if you die, then your teammates should be able to trade you off this line of sight right here. Like just to create a pinch. Now that might not happen at all, but it's just something
We can make those in TP.
I am currently worried about. Never mind, the
Okay.
one way goes down.
Nice.
Good pick.
Go get him.
Grabbing up here. No, we're not good.
See one backside.
Alright, could you flash Gekko?
Flashing.
That's good.
Nice.
Ult.
Nice.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, never mind.
I think so.
Everyone dead.
Alright, plant.
Good push, good push.
Alright, shoots.
And I like that you flash, or you asked for the flash. A little deep breath to calm yourself down.
Match point.
You said it once, only once on defense. Just a general tip I'd give to anyone. Every time you press tab, ignore, like, don't even look at this shit right here. What you should be looking up is here here, and then here, and here. What's something that like you could I want to use an analogy. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the new the regents, but in New York State we have these things called regents, where like it's a high school exam that you need to pass your classes at the end of the year. So at the end of the year, we're given these regents exams um, for certain subjects like chemistry, physics, what else is there? Biology. And along with those tests, we're given like a formula sheet um, to help us answer questions. So the analogy I'm trying to make here is that the game is like the test. You're like it's the test you're taking, and all of this that I've circled right here is the formula sheet to winning the game or the round or whatever it is. So it's always good to keep in mind that you have that formula sheet and use whatever equations you need from it to help you win the round. So 12-9 and this specific round, what I'd take away from all of this information, and you should be doing this every single round, just like if to break the autopilot, because I've noticed like one of your major issues is just autopiloting and playing the game. But to break the autopilot, after pressing tab, you should look at what I've circled here. And just the example I can give for this round is that I see three of them are on eco. You have Razor, and let's see what else. Nothing much, nothing much. So here's what I'd suggest on this round. If it's 12-9 and this is the situation. Um, Given that you have the Razor, one very popular thing that people like to do with the Razor is alt into U-Haul, which I would love to see you do here because since they're on eco, I'm they're more likely they're what you were doing. They're more likely to do what you're doing. So like sitting inside here with a judge or a shorty or something, some close range weapon, but you have a rocket. You can challenge whatever that is, whatever that close range gun is, with a rocket. Because the only two people that are going to have a gun are this guy and this guy. And this guy most likely is going to play B, so at most you're going to deal with one guy on the A bomb site with an actual gun, and the rest of them are forcing like Stinger light shield or like a Bucky or something. So the ideal play, in my opinion, here would be to ult into U-Haul with like support from your team. Just call for like a fast A push. So just generally having that information, you can make so many like plays with the information that you have from just the economy and the ultimate economy. So that's one thing that I'd recommend getting into the habit of is pressing tab for this information and then thinking of what you can do with that information. Because I noticed you said one round on defense that they have a bunch of ults. That's a good starting point. What you could do further is like figure out. I guess I said it before, but I'll summarize it. So yeah, that's the play I would make with the current like situation. Now let's see what happens, because it would be a free 13-9 game win here
Oh wait,
if that
Lincoln,
happened.
could you buy him instead? Wait, sell that right now. Alright, Gecko, when I'm saturating, I need your flash to back me up. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's good. You're pointing it out.
Wait, Cypher's here.
Cypher's here, I'd be even more inclined to push because there's only two people then.
Bomb buddy out. Reloading. Still inside.
Oh, jump backside.
And on these rounds where okay, if you had that information pre-round, I'm sure you wouldn't be this scared.
Let's go.
So if you had this information pre-round by looking at the eco that this is their situation and they only have like a one real good gun, then there's no reason you should be so scared of pushing past like ulting into U-Haul or something, or ulting backside on this Omen, or ulting through showers, the pinch showers. But you're giving them too much respect here. At this moment, at this specific moment, after this Boombot clears his U-Haul, you're giving them too much respect, especially when your teammates are like up showers. A perfect play here would be to ask for the flash, smokes here and here, and then you satchel in to pinch this guy showers, because that would be a free ass kill. But even then, after one of your teammates dies to the gecko, you should still make that play, because otherwise the round you have to salvage the round instead of like making a reactionary play that helps you ensure a trade that like still puts you in the running.
Nice.
Okay, you did it directly after, but
Seriously,
One plant, one plant.
I'm going B, I'm going B.
I would have liked to see it earlier.
I wanted to TP. I should have
All
listened
of
to
them
myself.
on.
Plant, one plant.
I'm going B, I'm going B.
Like before
Oh.
this gecko even gets the kill.
Pink.
Okay, imagine this world. Imagine this world where you ult in right now. It's hindsight that there's a guy here, but even if you ult in here, let's imagine this scenario that you ult into U-Haul, you get U-Haul space. Now this guy right here is looking here, he's worried about that, and this guy is also worried about people behind him, so it's easier on this part of your team to get the skill, flood out, kill more people. It's also about pressure. Just doing things instead of not doing things can help win or lose gunfights for you or your teammates.
Still inside.
I
Oh.
posted I think,
Jump
was it
outside.
today? Yeah, I posted just today about it. The concept of like stress. This is just unlucky. Like you got shot out of the
One
air.
plant, one plant.
I'm going B, I'm going B.
I wanted to TP. I should have
All
listened
of
to
them
myself.
on.
But just the idea of like ulting out into U-Haul or towards showers while that fight
Nice.
is happening
Okay.
would have been really cool. I guess you win the game.
Enough time.
You don't win the game. You good in the game? Okay, you win the game.
I thought I genuinely.
Alright, so let me pull out the notepad. Notepad. What the flip, dude? Alright, so main takeaways. So on defense, what I noticed was autopilot. Try to have intention of what you're doing. And along with that, every single round I noticed you guys like, okay, lots of things. So on Duelist particularly, let me pull out the notepad again. On Duelist, okay, DD, defense, Duelist. So step one, you find your pocket initiator, and you use the flip out of them. Like that one round I was talking about. Where is it? Where is it? Can't really find it, but I think it's
Yeah.
this one.
Before she gets back. What I'm trying to say is put as much. What your cam is on, right?
I guess I'll use this one as an example. So your initiator is here, and one duelist is here, and then the other duelist is on the other side of the map. The way this game works is that although duelists are quote unquote self-sufficient fraggers, they don't have to be, and they're most of the time not quote unquote self-sufficient. The role of initiator is to set up the duelist to be the sufficient fragger. So like although you have a kit that helps you get kills, it's a lot easier to get kills if you have this initiator with you to like blind for you, like as you noticed in attack. So try to play defense a lot more like attack, where you tell your gecko to flash for you, or like if you wanna peek this angle right here, you can ask for a flash so you can peek it. Like what that Omen did was a horrible play. Um, he was just out in the open with a one-way here, but it's a lot better than the play that you guys made on defense where you sat all the way back here and then like didn't take any space. That's why your attack was so much harder because of like things like what they did where they took that space from you and then you had to work extra hard to get it back. So part one of being a defense duelist is finding your pocket initiator and abusing or enslaving them or whatever. That's gonna be bad on TOS, but it's whatever. And step two is making a play or having a play in mind. Communicate. Step three is communicate that play slash execute it. So again, the thing that I do a lot, I said it before, is that if I'm Reyna, you're Raze, but if I'm Reyna, um, on Bind on this map specifically, I have a play where I tell my Gecko to hug this wall, flash out for me. I flash too, and then it's like free kills on a shower's push. And if it's not free kills, we at least get one, and then we're able to get off. And it's so much easier to play the defense half when you're up numbers, and then they have to re-clear the space with utility after you got a kill by fighting for it. Okay, this music is getting a bit annoying. So that's one point I'd like to drive home, that you need to contest neutral space. You don't have to like die for it, but at least like make them use util. So the example in your specific game that I'd give is that this omen was contesting for long by one-waying it and sitting outside. That was really good by him. Ideally, he'd have someone else help him do that, but just as a solo play, that was really good by him. So you should try to learn from stuff like that where you can have, let's say Gecko flash like left side, like send his flash towards showers, and then you like jiggle peek off of it to maybe one tap or kill someone, and then you back off after that. Whereas if you're gonna sit back like in these spaces right here, if they realize that they don't have to use utility to clear you, then they're not going to. It's gonna become more relevant in higher ranks for people actually understand the game. But if I was playing against your team on attack, it'd be a field day because it's so easy to counter this. All you have to do is contact walk up, and the moment you make contact, just explode because you guys are not fighting for info or like I, all you're doing here is just holding the default angles like this angle, this angle, and then on B there's not even angle. This cam doesn't see long; it just sees hookah and like a deep angle. So if I really wanted to beat this team, all I'd have to do is apply pressure towards like one side of the map while walking up the other side of the map because you guys are not fighting for space. So you did it one round on defense where like you pop you asked Ekko to flash after like there was no noise. That's really good. Just try to do that at the beginning of the round and then like falling off afterwards. What else? What else? So teamwork. T Teamwork in general. Use your teammates. They have uses, even if they are bad. So like the example I gave of um you have your kit, they have their kits, you can use their kits. And sorry, I was just reading your chat. That's advice I really need actually. The puck country thing looks like peak blinding. Relying purely on my aim, then it will make it easier for me with let me know there's someone there to flash to set up my fight. Yeah. So that's their whole job. That's the whole job of the initiator is to make your fights easier. You're not supposed to be this almighty tens Reyna one tapper that doesn't need any help whatsoever, can win every gunfight, no util needed. As it's a team game, and you're like there's certain roles that have things to do, and the role of the initiator is to set up fights for the entire team, or like give certain info to make fights easier. Um, what else? I guess the main thing that I saw a lot was the autopilot thing. On defense and on attack, you autopiloted a lot. You can go back in the VOD, but I discussed here, let me make a separate minor slash other takeaways. So like the other takeaways that like will be relevant to you if it's a very close game. Alt economy, like the whole thing I explained about what's it called, having like a equation sheet, the alt economy plus regular economy. Like you can use that to determine where they're going. I think at one point they had Gecko and they went U-Haul with it, and you were playing in it with a judge. You could have easily predicted that and played off of it just by seeing that they had the Gecko. It was the same round. You said that they have a lot of alts, but you didn't actually look at what alts they had, which was one of them was a Gecko that went straight into U-Haul and kind of flipped you over. So just specifically finding out what ults they have and what those ults would be useful for. What else? What else? I mean, you can rewatch the VOD if you need, but I pointed out a lot of stuff, but I think this is enough for like a summary. Like start working on these things first, and then you can like focus on all the other little things that may be more important as you rank up and learn to be a better player, because it's something I asked an Elmore friend about. Didn't get a response. The question was, I've noticed that my mid rounding is bad, like spacing out and stuff. Like I don't think outside pre or post where I instantly know what I could be doing better. I go blank while playing. Any tips for that? Just play more. Keep playing. Don't be scared to play. Um, it's more of a game sense thing in that area where so there could be reasons for that. So what you're saying is that you don't really know what to do mid round. The reason that I can give you on defense is that, like I said, you guys were not taking any space whatsoever. So like, hold on, let me try to find their end actually. There's one specific round where they stalled. You had no info. Let's pass this
Yeah.
one.
Smoke it. Mouse.
I think it was this round.
Just
No, it was Gecko. Gecko was B. Come
See.
Gecko, where are you? Come B, come B.
Anyone have
Not this one either. I think it's this round. Nope.
Now
What
you're
the flip, dude?
nice. Right B. That's
It's coming soon. I can feel it. Oh, I already. That was before.
do you have flash?
It's this one right here. Okay. So you asked for flash and you fought this area. So like I said before, this right here is the perfect example of what you should be doing at the start of the round to take space,
Yeah,
keep it, and then back
Yeah,
off if the util
Alright,
dump you.
Flash now. Nice, spike on us, spike on us, spike on us.
Spike down B.
Like you took the initiative by asking for something, doing it, and then it giving you either a kill or info. So even if you flashed here and got nothing, now you know they're not down this like area of long, and you could either take space or tell someone to stay there, and then you could just rotate. But the fact that at the start of a round for like most rounds on defense, that you guys were sitting back here, like all the way back here, you have no info to work off of. Mid rounding is a lot of mid rounding is having info, and if you don't have that info, it's pretty difficult to actually play the game. The same thing for me. Like when I play the game and I try to IGL, I can't really IGL, but like at the start of round. But when I try to like mid round for my team, I tell them to give me info. Like if I'm playing on the opposite side of the map, I ask what's happening over on A. Like at the beginning of the round, if I don't hear anything on B, I ask any noise. Like that's like a common question that I ask because if all the info you have is like limited in this sphere, it's gonna become pretty difficult to play the game once you like rank up and um, get into lobbies where people can abuse this. Because all I'd have to do is walk up into showers or walk up into long while making pressure on the other side of the map to like dismantle this team's entire like playstyle. It would be like 13-2. I promise you that if I was on the enemy team, I would tell them the exact counter to how badly like this team play is right here. Like this is the extent of your space. And you can go back and watch my whole like explanation on what neutral space, attacker space, and defender space is. But this is the perfect example of like fighting for it and
Yeah.
then
Nice, back on the spike.
either keeping it or giving it up based on conditions. So
No peek, no peek.
you fought for it.
Back on the-
Your Gecko accidentally TP'd, and then you made the call to TP, which is really good because right now, right now you're solo flipping B against you don't know how many people. So it was the perfect play to just TP and get out of there. You don't have to keep the spike, but just fighting for that space initially and like determining whether it's um whether it's good to keep it or give it up. Like it helps you make those decisions as long as you have the info for it. And I think that's all. I think I'll end it there. So here once again is all the takeaways that I'd give. You can see it on screen. I'm gonna move on to someone else's VOD review, and then after that, I'm gonna play some comp. But I hope some of it helped you. Okay, thank you. I'm trying to find the question mark video we're talking about. Is that in recent highlights? No, it should be. Hold on, let me here. So if you go to twitch.tv/freezepho,